the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Jamal Agnew now to return it. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the second round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Always so many storylines when you're playing January football. And, Charles, you talk about this offense, their head coach, it's his first time in charge in the playoffs. And I think you and I were both kind of surprised by his demeanor and specifically his comments and his confidence at the press conference where he really all but guaranteed a victory.
Yeah, I was a little bit taken aback because you don't normally see that. And on one hand, it's like, all right, cool. He feels great about his team, but on the other hand, I don't think it's in his best interest to do that. How many playoff games has he won again, Brandon?
None.
So there's your answer right there. I guess what he was trying to do was fire up his team, but he has to make sure he doesn't fire up the other guys because there have been a lot of coaches who've made guarantees that are no longer coaching in this league.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Newton. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll run on first down. Mitchell. And And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say that this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Flush to his right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Arnold. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Lawrence on 3rd down.
Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
While the ultimate result was an incomplete pass, they sure look like a well-coached team because once he got outside of the pocket, the scramble rules come into effect. And a lot of the guys who ran deep routes, they come back closer to the line of scrimmage. And the running back usually runs a check down. He took it deep, and they gave it a big shot and came up unsuccessful.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Nevin Lawson there on the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 16, Newton. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
score after one on EA Sports.
On third down, it's Mitchell, and he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And this one is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Give me some. Here we go. Slam. 8. 20. Mike 2. Let him know.
Here's Newton.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off near the 32. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Call it a pickup of 7 on the ground. That trims it to a 3rd and 15 situation.
Now Newton. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side. It deflates.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to...
And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 69 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Looking for Chark again. This time he's got him. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
They go play action with Lawrence. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here's Carter now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Now a give, right side. It's Mitchell, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fuller brings it in over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Flush to his right. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. Throwing is Newton. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10.
20. Tight end left. Tight end left. 3 out. 3 out. Hey, check. 20. Check 88. Check 88. Here we go.
Here's Newton. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Alert. 3 out. Express. 8. 2. Watch 2. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Mike 2.
Throwing again is Newton. Flushed out right. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. But remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Well, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
He's going to air one out. He's got a man. Complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. An even 90 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Here's Carter now on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Single. Check 3, check 20. They gonna need some therapy after this. Wide, get wide. Check 4.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Tight end walk. Hey, we got 3 down. Mike 2, watch 2. You press. You. Mike 2. Great. You ain't got nothing. Choose the Mike.
Back to throw, Newton. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. They'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 4th down, Michael Paul.E. on to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Agnew now to return. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Lawrence. Flush to his right. Finds the open target, Arnold. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Ready, set. Watch the screen. Pass. Check it. Hey, Delta.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Flushed out right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. From the 6. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 26.
The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Last time, here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 2, 20. Watch 2. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Newton now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. They'll try the left side. Mitchell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Ready? Look at it. 8. Check.
Now Newton. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Hassan Reddick gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Sanders' kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Cannon. On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. From the shotgun, Lawrence gets it to his running back, Cannon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, 44 yards.
And the Jaguars continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
From the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he'll be out right at the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Off play action. Newton steps away. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Play action. It's Newton. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 2nd down now, it's Mitchell. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Flush to his right. He finds his man, complete. That's Cannon. 19 yards there on the catch and run. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Now Lawrence on first down.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jags are able to strike quickly.